Hey y'all say y'all peace and Palo Santo. Sorry, hey y'all say y'all peace and Palo Santo sticks. It's your girl Divinely Lika, and welcome to the channel. To my returning viewers, hey soul cousins. So glad, so happy, so blessed, so thankful to have you back. And to my new subscribers, welcome to the Soul Family. We just spreading love, light, insight, and helping each other better navigate this beautiful human experience that does not always feel so beautiful. Okay? And I'm a little funny or whatever. I think I got a good little vibe, you know. You know. It's like, no, let's get into it, y'all. Cause I do. But I felt like in regards to this full moon in Scorpio that just passed, that I'll pull from the Moonology deck to get the overall energy, and then I'll just build a message from here. Yeah, that's what we gonna do. How's everybody feeling though after this full moon? What's this? This is the first full moon after the eclipse, so I can imagine this one was a little interesting for some people. I can imagine. I know for me, I've been tired, y'all. My sleep, you know what? Y'all, when I tell y'all I have the worst, I feel like most Geminis probably got a bad sleeping schedule. But I have like the worst. The hardest time sleeping at night. And I don't know. It's just, it kind of sucks because it puts me in a position where I want to sleep through in like during the daytime, but I be having shit to do. So I don't know. I will say one thing though that I felt after this Scorpio full moon in Scorpio is like, I'm just not going for anything less than reciprocity. I'm like really standing so hard on that right now. Anybody can go. I don't give a fuck what potential I seen in you. Anybody can go. That's just where I'm at. That is just where I'm at. But let's get into the energy. Divine spirit guides, angels, ancestors, cosmic family of the brightest love, light, healing, prosperity, and protection. Please give me clear and accurate messages for the divine collective. Clear and accurate messages for the divine collective. What is it that you want them to hear and know the most at this time? What is it that you want them to hear and know the most at this time? What is it that the divine spirit guides, angels, ancestors want them to hear and know the most at this time? Please just block out any interferences as I get these messages across and protect my space. Any dark magic, evil eye been sent my way or to the way of my platform, I ask that you return it back to sender magnified and bind it to them. Any dark magic or evil eye been sent to the divine collective, I ask that you return it back to sender magnified and bind it to them. Protect my crown chakra as I get these messages across. And protect and open up my third eye chakra so that I can dive deeper into my intuition to give further clarification of the cards that come out today. Thank you so much, Spirit. Ashe, Ashe, and Ashe. Alright, let's see what's going on. What is it that the divine collective's higher self want them to hear and know the most at this time? What is it that the divine collective's higher self want them to hear and know the most at this time? Please just block out any interferences. Thank you so much, Spirit. Ashe, Ashe, and Ashe. What flipped over is nothing will come of this situation. Void of course moon. I don't know why this just made me want to get comfortable. Like, I don't know where the energy's gonna go, but let's see. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more. Tell me more, Spirit. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. This energy's already, it's already screaming. It's screaming to me already. Nothing will come of this situation, and the end of a tough cycle approaches. This is like a confirmation that whatever it is that you walked away from, or whatever tough cycle that you're in that was tied to a person, an energy, a place, or whatever, that shit is coming to an end. But it has a lot to do with the choice that you made. And I'm really getting that. I'm really getting that energy. Like, even though, like, it's crazy because I haven't channeled in a while, but like, I was getting the energy, like, the last time I channeled is like, you know, a lot of the collective is being faced with a choice, and the choice is really tied to, are you ready to go up, or are you ready to, you know, kind of be living the way you've been living, vibrating from the same energy you've been vibrating from. It says, be bold and make the first move. Cardinal moon. If y'all haven't seen the last reading, I would tune into the last reading because it seems in alignment. Be bold and make the first move. Tell me more, Spirit. One more. Just one more, Spirit. Y'all, so anytime I pull from these decks, it is going to require me to do a lot of reading if that's not your thing. I mean, at this point, y'all already know. Like, I'm an oracle card reader, so I do a lot more reading on my channel than maybe other readers. Anything else from this deck, Spirit? Anything else from this deck? I won't force it if not. One wanted to come out, but I was moving too fast. Alright, anything else, Spirit? It's I almost don't even need to read anything because it's like, it's almost like somebody has made a decision, like, you know what, nothing is going to come from this situation, however I'm living, whether this relationship, this job, this friendship, this whatever, it's nothing is going to come from this, and I'm cool. And it's like, you made this decision that you wanted better for yourself, and the universe agreed. Anything else, Spirit? Damn. I've been said anything else and ain't nothing come out, so I don't know why I'm forcing it. Alright. I'm not forcing it. Guess 3, even though my number's 4. Do 3. Alright, so let's go to the first card. It says nothing will come of this situation. It's so clear and concise. I don't even know if I need to do this. But I will, just to see. Void of Course Moon 102. It's almost like this decision. Yeah, Void of Course Moon. It's like there's a decision that's gonna really redirect, like really change the course of your life in a drastic way. 102. Alright, so it says, nothing will come of this situation, Void of Course Moon, in a form of astrology known as horary, that's what it says, where an astrological chart is cast according to when the question is asked and decoded. A void of course moon means nothing will come of this matter, or this situation will not bear any fruit. This may or may not be good news depending on what you're asking. For example, if you were worried about something, whatever it was, this card can be taken as a sign that there is nothing to worry about. However, if you're asking about a new project of any kind, including a new relationship, it is a sign to adjust your expectations or change things so that you get a different outcome. Remember, the card can only predict what you are currently creating. And you can change that with your both behavior and beliefs. I mean, it's a nice little point that they're making. I get it. But for the next card after this card to be the end of a tough cycle approaches, I mean, it could be maybe your way of thinking about things has changed drastically. But for some of you, it's you're changing something. Like there's something that you're changing, tangible. Like, and it's like it's the ending of a tough cycle. Anyway, it says, attuned to the moon, I trust in my highest good. Additional meanings for this card is the chances of something are diminishing. The next meaning is something better may be around the corner. The next meaning is believe that you will get what you need. The next meaning is surrender to the divine. And the last meaning is take time out to meditate and contemplate. The teaching. The main definition of void of course moon is the moon won't make a major connection with any of the planets until she enters the next sign. The best thing you can do when you get this card is to chant the Sanskrit word Om Namo Narayani, which means I surrender to the divine. Ain't nobody asked y'all to do all that. Which means I surrender to the divine. A void of course moon is time to just be. It's almost like this energy of, yeah, I mean, I get it. It's like once you decide, like once you make that decision, like I want better, like this is no longer aligning with my life or where I'm trying to go, Spirit is saying to just surrender to the process. Because sometimes it's like it could be you really having to put in like work to, I'm gonna be honest, I really felt like, I mean, I do feel like I made certain changes, but I didn't feel like I really worked like hard towards anything. I feel like I just trusted my intuition. I trusted my spirit and I made changes. I left certain things. No, I can't say that. It was hard to leave certain people behind in certain connections and shit, even to walk away from my job. But, I know, I just know prior to that, I just felt like I was in a loop. Like a loop. I was repeating a loop over and over again. And I'm like, I need off the merry-go-round. I need to be on something that has a destination. I have a very growth mind. I hate stagnancy. I hate to be stagnant. Or to go backwards. That's like, blasphemy. Going backwards is like the worst. But even being stagnant for too long of a time can really, it's like, okay, something has to change. Something has to give. That's just my mindset. And I can't be in the energy of nothing is going to come of this situation too long. I'm going to put in my efforts before I let go. But it's like once I understand that like this is it. And for some of you, this could be a person or a friendship or whatever. And to me, sometimes, y'all, it's just like you come to a place in your life where it's like people have served their purpose. People, places, things have served their purpose for where you were energetically, vibrationally speaking. But it's like once it's like, okay, got this mastered, now what? You want to evolve, you want to ascend. And that's going to come with making some type of changes, or really for me making a change, or just ultimately making that decision of I want different, I want better. And then allow the universe to do what it does. Because one thing I'm going to say about the universe is it's tricky. It's not even tricky. I love the universe. I love how interestingly it works. Because it works in a way where it's going to test your faith. It's going to get much worse before it gets better. Or it's going to get much more confusing or lonely before it gets better. Whatever your low ends up being. I don't know. But it says the end of a tough cycle approaches. I feel like for a lot of you, like some of your hardest days are behind you. I just heard Spirit say you just take one step and we'll show you the next. Because the thing is like it's that unknown. It's like for some people, it's like, yeah, nothing will come of this situation, but what am I gonna get out of another situation? I don't even know what's promised. How do I know that that I may not enter another situation or make another decision where nothing will come of the situation? And if that's your mindset, that's not good. Spirit wants you to change your energy. Know that better is coming. Because you're worthy of it. Because you're deserving of it. What other reason should better not come for you? Come to you. You know? What makes anybody else who's having who's having the life that they desire, what makes them more worthy than you? Nothing. Nothing. Literally. Nothing. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. This is the next card we're on. So it says, how hard are you willing to work for what you want? This card is reminding you that effort is required. Okay, so let me go back on my shit. I mean, I didn't feel like I had to work hard, but that's me. That's my perception of my situation. No, I said that. Nope, I actually corrected myself. I said it wasn't that hard. It was so fucking hard. It doesn't seem hard looking back on it because now that I see the blessings that are tied to the decisions, the things that I had to do. But yeah, anyway. It says this card is reminding you that effort is required. Work issues may be about to come to a head when this card comes up. If you are wondering if you should stay in your job or leave, this card can be a strong sign to make an exit. I'm telling you, that was the energy I was getting in the last reading too. For some of you, the choice, the decision that you're making is tied to your work. It says that, okay, if you were wondering if you should stay in your job or leave, this card can be a strong sign to make an exit. The end of a rough time is forecasted. This card can also ask you to consider how ambitious you are and whether you're prepared to pull out the stops to make your professional dreams come true without being ruthless. You know what? And maybe that's why I was getting energy if it's not going to be that hard. Quite frankly, I mean, most people who are leaving their work that are feeling like, I have to make a change, unless you have a really fucked up work condition. A lot of people that are making a change is because they don't feel like they're doing something that's aligned with their spirit. And I feel like when you do what's aligned with your spirit, it doesn't feel like hard work. I feel like the hardest part of the transition is making the transition. It's having the courage, the bravery to say, I'm out. I'm out. I'm betting it all on me. I think that's the hardest part. But once you make that first step in that direction, watch how the universe will align things that is going to be beneficial to what it is that you're trying to do and what it is that you're trying to go. It's beautiful how it works. But anyway, it says, with a love question, this card can be a call to face reality. Whatever situation you're asking about, making a plan will help. If your personal life is trouble, prioritize it more. Attune to the moon, release control, and trust the universe. I just said that with the last card. Make the decision that you want better for yourself and trust the universe to do what it needs to do. It's going to look crazy. I'm going to tell y'all, it's going to look crazy. Because I feel like, I don't know what it is, but I just feel like, when it's so weird how, at least for me, and maybe because I'm a little bit more hard-headed, I'm a hard-headed person, so maybe my lessons have to come in a little harder. But, I also feel like I'm like, what's the word? I kind of look at myself as like a sacrificial lamb. Sometimes I feel like I'm supposed to go through things before other people so I can come back and give the news of how not to do it. or not even just the news of how not to do it, because quite frankly, I could have had a person tell me certain things and I probably still would have much rather experienced it on my own, because the character development that came with it is just beautiful. But what I noticed, and maybe this is just me, like I said, because I'm a little bit more hard-headed, is the universe, before it leveled me up, it made me lose shit. Like, in not good ways, in ways that kind of really hurt. Like, certain things were ripped away, certain things was just a decision that I made along with everything that was already changing. But certain things was hard. Like, there were certain decisions that it was really hard. It's like sometimes before the universe like gives you your level up, it makes space. Partners start acting fucking crazy. Friends start acting crazy. You just start feeling this real, and I'm not saying for some of you this is not everything. For some of you it may just be one particular area. For some of you it may be a collective of all of it. But you know, you got people acting crazy, partners acting crazy, friends acting crazy, family members acting crazy. Your work environment is starting to get to a place where it is just hard to function and fathom anymore. Living situation gets uncomfortable. There's just a lot of things. Damn. Wow. When I look at how the universe pushed me out of my last house, by discomfort. Like, literally by discomfort. I think everything that changed for me, like every change that I made, or like whatever it was that I tried to hold on to, I feel like the universe made it so uncomfortable for me to hold on anymore until I had no choice but to let go. Like, I can't do this shit no more. It can't. It just can't. But anyway, it says, whatever situation you're asking about, making a plan will help. If your personal life is trouble, prioritize it more. And it says, attune to the moon, release control, and trust the universe. Additional meanings for this card: a professional project may be ending now. The next meaning is admit if you have been overly hard-headed or hard-nosed. Me as fuck. The next meaning is find a balance between your professional and private lives. And the last meaning is it's time to stop fearing the worst. Yeah, that's the energy I was getting earlier. It's like, you could sit here and be like, oh, I mean, I can change. I do understand that nothing's going to come of this situation. And because of that, I should leave because it really doesn't make me comfortable. But who's to say that I won't be more uncomfortable if I don't even know what's going to come from the next situation? You get what I'm saying? It's like Spirit said no. Release control and trust the universe. Period. The next meaning is the next one is cardinal moon. Be bold and make the first move. I'm telling you, this is like a repeat of the last reading. I just wasn't channeling from this particular deck. Nothing will come of this situation. For some of you, like, you know, with this retrograde energy, you could have been in a situation where maybe somebody from your past came back around. Or for you, it could have just been old emotions tied to something from your past that came back around. Retrogrades, you know, everybody thinks doom and gloom. But it should honestly be looked at as a period to really, for like self-development. It's kind of how I look at it. Only because like, it's like retrogrades kind of make you do a review of shit. Like, you know, it makes you do it forcibly makes you do a review, rather it be like a lesson, rather it be something that you like a temptation of yours, or whatever it may be. It kind of makes you reflect on certain things. Obviously lessons will vary person to person, but yeah, for some of you, you know, a test could have come up, you know, tied to a situation that nothing is going to come out of, and ending that and being bold and making the first move towards a new direction. And this is the energy I was getting the last time I channel. It's like, are you ready to go up, or do you want to, you know, go back or stay in the same cycle you were already on? It's like, you know, a lot of people closed out cycles with connections and whatever it may be, or even versions of themselves. Well, you thought you was just going to change that and then everything else still stays the same around you. No, babe, it's time to go up. And everything up there is going to be much better than what it is that you have now, quite frankly. Or not even say better, but more in alignment with where it is that you're trying to go. Probably looking past it. No, 104. Cool. Everything was kind of like right next to each other in the book today. Cute. Okay, so it says, be bold and make the first move, cardinal moon. It says, now is the time to be bold, bossy even. Take matters into your own hands. Cardinal signs are powerful and self-starting. They're determined and great at organizing. Oh, I need a cardinal sign in my life. To have a Gemini sun and a Gemini moon, I probably really need a cardinal sign for the balance. Yep. Taking applications for Libras. It's like, no. I play. Anyway. Cardinal signs are powerful and self-starting. They're determined and great at organizing. Drawing this card strongly suggests that you're going to need to be all those things to get your ideal resolution or position in the situation you're asking about. This card may challenge you on how strongly you really want something. If you're worrying about a situation, it is a suggestion to be less passive. Instead, take an assertive stance as you steer events where you want them to go. Boom. Can I say something? So I feel like the assertiveness and the action that Spirit wants you to take is really has a lot to do with moving out of the energy that you were in. But I feel like after you make that decision and you move out of to the direction that you're trying to go, I feel like from there, it's just like surrender to the universe and to what's to unfold. What's to unfold? Yeah. If y'all get what I'm saying. So take an assertive stance as you steer events where you want them to go. Speak up for what you want. And if you're serious about sorting things out, you may need to take the lead in some way to step up as a leader. Attuned to the moon, I am taking charge of my destiny. Yes. Additional meanings for this card. It says, be bold and follow your heart and your emotions. The next meaning is avoid recklessness or moving too fast. The next meaning is come into your power. The time for action is now. This is really, I swear to God, this is a repeat of the last reading. But how the last reading ended. Because the last reading kind of started with like, people who are pissed off about the changes that you're making, like all these positive changes that you're making, how, you know, that's kind of how it started. Like the jealousy and the shit that you're dealing with outside of, you know, making these decisions. For some of you, you're not even aware of it because you got like a lot of stalkery, sneaky ass energy that I was channeling. But yeah, this is really in alignment with the last reading. The next meaning, the last meaning is ask Ganesha, the Hindu elephant god, for help. That's what it says. I can't elaborate further on that. I'm not too sure. Okay, it says the teaching. It says in astrology there are 3 quadruplicities: cardinal, fixed, and mutable. The cardinal signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Oh, so we got cardinal energy twice. Somebody can be a Capricorn. Or any cardinal sign. The cardinal signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Remember, we each have all 12 signs in our chart for different parts of our lives. It's just the way the astrological wheel works. There are signs that like to get things started and which are the natural leaders. No matter when you draw this card, it's a sign that something new is starting and you quite possibly need to take the lead on it. For some of you, you're going to be For some of you, you're going to be given some type of offer that's in alignment with something that maybe you fear doing, something that's going to require you to take a leap of faith or to bet on yourself. There is going to be something, you're going to have an opportunity that you're faced with. And Spirit is telling you to act on it. I'm really just getting this energy of like, you know, bravery is going to be required for what it is. Where it is you're going. Maybe I'll do 4 and 4. I want to do angel numbers, and I do want to do messages from the universe, and I want to do cosmic insights. I'm just going to do all 3. It's my channel. I can do what I want to do. It's like, no. All right, y'all. I just, you know, I always like to give more insight and advice. That's just my thing. So don't beat me up in the comments about the fact that my readings are long, because I want to make sure that I send you off with something that's uplifting and insightful and brings you clarity and really just encourages you along the way. I'm a heavy cheerleader, okay? I want y'all to win. Yes, baby. I certainly do. I certainly do. And I love that about me. I love that I love to see people win. I love that I love to see people in love. Even if my life is not a reflection of what I want for other people, I love that I can be that person. Because there's so many envious people in this world. Like, there are people that just really have the mindset, like, I mean, they could do good, but if somebody starts doing better than me, then, or just don't want to see you do good, period, because they're not doing good. It's a sucky life to live. Anyway. Tell me something, Spirit. Advice and insight to close out this reading for the collective. Advice and insight to close out the reading for the collective. What is it that their higher self wants them to hear and know the most at this time? It says, take responsibility for your choices. This is your life to live. Own it. I just heard taking accountability for the part that you play in your own suffering. For some of you, you know, and I'm not saying for everybody, but there are some people, or even y'all in general, but this is just what this made me think of. There are some people that will woe is me and point finger and play blame game all day about their life and what they experience. Or, well, this happened to me and that happened to me. But nobody wants to take accountability of the part that they play in their own suffering. And quite frankly, that's what makes it hard for certain people to heal from stuff, especially people that were in really toxic connections. At some point, you knew you were with somebody who was not in alignment with you, and you decided to stay. Rather it be based off of comfort, rather it be based off of history and time spent, rather it be based off of, and you know, this don't even have to be romantic. It could be a workplace, whatever it may be. At the end of the day, you are the creator of your own reality. You don't have to be unhappy unless you choose to be unhappy. Or stay unhappy. Because being unhappy is like a natural emotion. It comes up. But in regards to staying in that place, yeah, some people have to take responsibility. Shit, when I left my last relationship, you know, I could have easily... And that's how I knew I really was healing the right way. When, you know, I finally decided to respond back to my ex, and I didn't start off with, oh no, don't come back around now, you remember when you said da 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 blah blah blah. I ain't say nothing. I don't regret anything that happened, because quite frankly, it taught me some shit I needed to learn about myself. Self-worth, the whole nine. Like, you know, it says you must forgive. Said that was just saying it makes it so much harder for people to heal. Then we get this card. It says you must forgive if you want to be free. Do it for yourself. For some people, you know, with this nothing will come in this situation, somebody wants to keep revisiting the past because they feel like they were owed an apology that you may not ever get, but you still have to find closure anyway. You do. Easier said than done. Ooh, so much easier said than done. But it has to be done. And the best thing I can do is just give you advice as to what helped for me to heal without an apology. Because I really don't think I got an apology. I don't really feel like I had got an apology. I got something that maybe stroked my ego. Because I'm like, yeah, I knew you would come back crawling. Can't find me and nobody else. The hell? But ultimately, how I was able to really, get closure from my situation was I didn't really think about my ex and how he treated me or his life or all the wrong he did. I kind of looked at it like I had to learn some stuff. I looked at it as a lesson, a painful lesson, but a lesson indeed. And I didn't even beat myself up about it. I felt like I learned because I took my lesson and I ascended and I evolved and my life has gotten drastically better. I feel like it was one of the best lessons I could have ever learned. It was painful, but it was one of the best lessons I could ever learn. And it was tied to me knowing that I need to understand my worth. I need to know my worth. I need to know that when somebody shows me who they are, to believe them. I need to know that I can't control other people. I can only control myself. Because for a long time, and I really got to learn through my relationship that I had control issues. Like, the relationship wasn't going the way I wanted it to go. So I didn't just, walk away and let go, accept it for what it is. I'm like, okay, what can I do to try harder to make it actually work in my favor? Because this is what I want. So we got to make it work. I have to make it work. I'm not subconsciously, this is what I was doing with fighting harder and making excuses for the person that was treating me wrong. Like, you're trying to control the outcome. You're trying to control a situation or a person, ultimately. What else did I learn? Shit, I went through my whole spiritual awakening. My relationship is what brought me to my spiritual awakening. So I don't know. I just feel like I got really profound, beautiful lessons from my situation. So I was able to come, get closure without an apology. Because I do understand that it was something I was supposed to experience to learn the things that I need to learn. The woman that I was when I went into that situation and the woman that I am now, with it being, how many months later has it been now? July? It's been 9 months now since I walked away from that situation. And when I think about how far I've come just from then till now, it's like beautiful. Beautiful. But what we have to understand is there are certain people that just have expiration dates in our lives. And we're supposed to, really ultimately release them with love. Learn how to release people with love. When it's time for them to go, let them the fuck go. Easier said than done, but I'm just saying. Because when you don't let it go, the universe is just going to make it harder for you to hold on. Period. Like, that's just period. It says, trust yourself always. Trust others once they've earned it. Trust yourself always and trust others once they've earned it. Oh, another lesson I learned, which is a good one, and shit, the one I gotta push on specifically to my ladies, because we struggle with this, is that holding it on to somebody or dating somebody or choosing somebody based off of potential is choosing somebody and is making a decision based off an illusion. Potential is not real. You get what I'm saying? It's not real until it happens. Accept somebody at face value for what it is that they're showing you today. Not, oh, but if he just and just does this or she just does this or does that or makes this change, this would be such a... Because the same reasons, the same shit, the same little shit that you ignore in the beginning, I promise you it ends up being the ultimate reason why you leave later. Except for it's going to be that reason with tax added to it. You going to be ready to knock somebody's goddamn head off versus you could have just walked away. Back of the deck. I want to take this one because that's beautiful. It says, does your thoughts need a reboot? Focus on the good in your life. Okay, Cosmic. I never use this deck. Okay, let me stop. Okay, I did 4 of those. Now I'm going to do 4 universal. 4 universal. I promise I'm going to let y'all go after this. Okay, just hang with me. Hang with me. I really should probably look at my analytics to see how long y'all even stick around, because y'all probably left 25 minutes ago. And I'm sitting here still going. I don't care. Anyway, divine spirit guides, angels, ancestors, cosmic family, the brightest love, light, healing, prosperity, and protection. What is it that the divine collectives, higher self, want them to hear and know to take from this reading? What is it the divine collectives, higher self, want them to hear and know to take from the reading? Ow. I'm knocked hard as hell on that deck. My little knuckles hurt it. Alright, spirit. It says, when the world feels like it is coming crashing down around you, take that as an opportunity to find yourself and let go of who you thought you were. Not all storms come to destroy your life. Some come to clear your path. God, I just said this. Not all storms come to destroy your life. Some come to clear your path. Decide that this crisis will be the turning point for what you have been waiting for. I'm telling you, the universe be doing stuff so it's like before you get your upgrades, it's like the universe clears space, and clearing space looks like tower moments. It looks like shit's falling apart, crashing right in front of you. I'm telling you. Next one is, every situation in life is temporary. So when life is good, make sure you enjoy it and receive it fully. When life is not so good, remember that it will not last forever and better days are on the way. Yes. Honestly, that's how I was able to release my ex as well. You know what I said? What I ended up saying to him when I finally found the courage to respond? I said, I don't regret anything that happened. I said, my perception has changed a lot. He kind of hit me with this is not what I wanted. And I'm like, my perception of the situation has changed a lot. I think you came in and you treated me exactly how you were supposed to treat me. I don't think we were supposed to run off into the sun and be happily ever after. I think I was supposed to grow and learn from knowing you, and that's exactly what I did. And I thank the universe that I got to experience you while I did. Yeah, I thank the universe that I got to experience you while I did, and I wish you and your kids well with your future endeavors. I promise you that's what I said word for word. Word for word. I ain't missed a beat on that one. I release you with love. I thank the universe that I got to experience you while I did, because I do understand that, yes, you can, like, my whole thing is the connection felt so spiritual. And I'm like, this is destined. But, as you grow and you mature, you understand destined don't mean destined forever. Destined to the end of time. Destined can mean I was just destined to meet you in this lifetime. And absolutely I was. I was destined to meet you, and I was also destined to leave you. And leave you and gather and collect all the beautiful lessons that I learned along the way about self-worth and self-love and listening to my listening to my intuition and not going against those intuitive nudges. Because when I do, I pay for it. I learned a lot. Anything else, Spirit? Thanks. I just needed 2 more. Cool. All right, so it says, the reason some people have walked away from you for no reason has nothing to do with you. They have been removed from your life because the universe is taking you next. They have already served their oh my goodness. Don't ever question that I'm a good reader, because baby, I say it and then it come out. The reason some people have walked away from you for no reason has nothing to do with you. They have been removed from your life because the universe is taking you next. They have already served their purpose in your life. Let them go and keep moving. Greater is coming. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, it's the confirmation. I really hope y'all stick around to the end of the readings, because the readings just get better at the end. I feel like all of my readings end stronger than they begin, personally. It says, you will soon be surprised and grateful for how everything happened the way it did. For you to receive better and greater, it's all adding up in your favor. Trust the process and how things are unfolding for you. It can look a little crazy right now, collective. It might look crazy. It might look like people acting crazy. Boss acting crazy. Roommates acting crazy. Friends acting crazy. Landlord, whatever. Like, employees, whatever it may be. Kids. It's like, no. But no, for real. Like, it looks really interesting. Like, when the universe is shaking shit up, for you to let shit go, it'd be like, what in the hell? I remember at one point where I sat there and I'm like, you don't think I deserve happiness? I remember it was the dark night of the soul. I believe that that's the stage that I was in. And I'm just like, y'all don't like me? Y'all don't think I deserve, after everything I've been through? Where I'm sitting here having to really take the time to reflect. Now that I understand, it's like, no, baby, some of the things that you've been going through were tied to lessons, and you just ain't been learning them. So you've been repeating them. University. Real shit. All right, tell me more, Spirit. What is it that the collective higher self want them to hear and know to close out this reading? Yeah, it's an hour. It's going to be like an hour. Oh, well, I missed y'all. I want to stick around a little longer. I missed y'all. I missed y'all. The collective's higher self want them to hear and know to close out this reading. What is that? The collective's higher self want them to hear and know to close out this reading. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 13. Oh my God. Like, it just gets better and better. Okay, it says, hold up. Good fortune. Have faith in your skills and talents as they are... Nope, I ain't got it to do. Have faith in your skills and talents as they are a tool that can provide you with a bright future. A piece of good advice, a moment of enlightenment, or a comforting message is on its way. Everything will work out in your favor. I mean, the confirmations are just nonstop. 1, 2, 3, 4, good luck. You got good fortune and good luck. That's what I said. Like, when this card came out, the end of a tough cycle of purchase, I'm like, some of y'all have already experienced some of y'all hardest days. Because, like, you making the decision to go in this new direction is just going to be beautiful. But understand, new levels, new devils, you will be tested. You will. There will be things that try to pull you back to where what you're trying to walk away from. But anyway, good luck. It says you are on the right track. Someone from the other side has your back and encourages you to try your best. You will succeed. Observe your surroundings and communicate clearly. Be sure that everything will fall to pieces. 2 more and I'll close it out. I just gotta keep the 4, y'all. I'm so sorry. So sorry. No, I'm gonna do 3. I'll just take this one. All right, it says the gut feeling. Follow your gut. It's more than just a feeling. Be real with people and focus on meaningful relationships. Remember, you also must bring value to the table. Treat others with respect or else karma will bite your ass. 3 is a crowd. All right, collective, this has been your reading. Hope y'all ain't tired of me. Y'all probably is. I don't care. I'm doing this with love. But anyway, if this at all resonated, please like, comment, subscribe. It is a beautiful way to energetically donate back to the channel, and it's a beautiful way to help me channel for you for future readings. Until next time, I love y'all. I love y'all so much. And